Hello, how are you doing this morning?
Hey, baby. Good morning, Hexico.
So we are trying a new thing this morning. We are going to be doing a recap of the week's news. So maybe we should get right into it and do a little screen share.
Sure. What do you want to talk about first?
I guess just go back to the beginning of the week. Let's see some RH stories. Hit up that
I
RH
mean,
Twitter and see what's been going on all
yeah, we can
week.
check out where he had those live streams and spaces.
All right. You have life's share up or
Yeah, I'm on the page now. Let me see. Oh, I have to go to actual share your screen. Yeah, I loaded with this. Can you see it now?
no, you have to hit the
Open,
share.
open system preferences and all of that.
Maybe I can get it going. For anybody out there in the chat this morning, thank you for coming in with us. This is a new thing that we're trying, so please bear with us a little bit. We want to do a recap of the week's top stories, starting with what's been going on in Twitterland all week. So,
Well, it's telling me to add the permissions to share my screen, so I'm having trouble.
no problem. We got the screen share up now. We're going to head on over to Richard Hart's page. He's moving on up nicely, 238,000 followers. Hoping to get him closer to 500,000. So if you're not already following Richard Hart, his Twitter is Richard Hart Win. Go give this legendary founder a follow.
Yeah, go to this page if you want to find out where you can find $90,000 tennis shoes and chest purses. He had a lot of, I was feeling this Hex Flexes this week. The outrage marketing. He kind of calmed down a little bit. I think, I guess you call that calming down, but it wasn't as outrageous as weeks before, where every day he was posting something outrageous.
All right. You may have seen him on Fox News this week with CV Payne. It was a great highlight for him to be on Fox Business. I mean, they only gave him like 5 minutes of airtime, but it was still, he represented very well, stayed very calm, even though, of course, they were throwing all the scam, all the, you know, what kind of dude are you questions, even though
Yeah, I know a
he,
lot of people just glad he didn't say Big PP or Red Bull or so.
right?
I think it was a win, the fact that he just stayed on his best behavior.
And there goes those $90,000 Nikes. Let's see. I think it was a while back. Richard's actually been posting a lot this week. So I'm not seeing the here we go. It's right before his. So this week he actually got into spaces two different times. One time was with this guy, Matt Wallace. This guy has, a good 600,000 followers. So that was a huge amount of outreach, a whole different fan base or viewership to say. But then he came over and showed some love to the Hexicans as well, hopped into space with Orca, had a very long debate with Tangent over Bitcoin. Yeah, pretty much just continue to destroy Bitcoin and let you know why it
Yeah,
is that we're in this
and
project.
I know a lot of people got upset that he, took so long on that call, but it's good on Twitter Spaces. You don't want to have a big Hex Kumbaya session on Twitter Space where it's a chance to, get different communities involved and hear what you're talking about. So the fact that he had somebody from our community who's able to really point out the differences between Bitcoin and Hex and give a valid argument, was that provided some value to the community, I think.
Yeah, and then here you see that we were able to get Richard to retweet what the ladies of Hex are doing in the ecosystem. The KSB.TV team is hosting a golf tournament on Labor Day, and the ladies want to come out and represent Hex. And so they did a bit of outrage marketing for them. Um,
Which
you know,
Hexican is that?
Tons of different memes, with all the golf funny kinky lines. Hey, come get your balls washed. Come meet us at the ladies' hole. Get your shaft shine. All those clever golf, marketing lines. And because
All
of it, they
publicity
were
is
able
good
to get
publicity.
Richard to retweet it.
Yeah. And it's a good, this is crypto can be boring, especially in a bear market with nothing going on. So you got to spice it up. You can't come with the same vanilla, and you got to get people's attention. So I think you guys did a great job, and just the ideas, and I love the work that all the ladies are doing in the community.
Yeah, absolutely. They showed up. The ladies followed up with a different style of ad this week. They did get a little bit of flack as far as going so sexual and it not being inviting to everyone. So they decided to come back second week. Hey, approachable to everybody. Come meet us out on the green. But in a sense, it kind of was a little bit of a test case study to see, could we get back to that 800 likes that the other post got? Could we get Richard Hart to retweet it? And maybe not so much success from that, but I think that it did at least go to embracing the rest of the community to say that, hey, it's not just about the corny lines and all that kind of stuff. This is a real event where you can be a part of it no matter what your flavor is.
And I hate to be. I don't like the attitude of people complaining. I like the saying, I like the way you do it better than the way I don't do it. When you see someone working hard to, put the brand out in front of, different people, and to promote these different events, it's hard to have a criticism. Like, what are you doing to spread, to help, benefit? So I just appreciate what you guys are doing. And, sometimes a closed mouth doesn't get fed. You have to kind of, shake them up to get something started. So
Yep.
kudos to you guys.
If you are looking to support the Hex Ladies Hole, you can cash app at Hex Ladies. You can donate straight on the ksb.tv/golf website, or you can send crypto to this here ETH address. We can put it in the description below after the video, or you can head on over to Twitter, check out Sammy Chica, Jack Hexican, BlaKCrypto, and the address will be right there on their pages. Yeah. Did we lose you there,
Oh
Black X?
yeah. Sure.
In other news, we'll head on over to the Postpot team. They are about 7 days away from giving away 250,000 hex. I don't know about you, but 250,000 hex would serve me right about now.
Right. You think of I remember when price was mooning, and you look at those 10,000 hex and how much it costs to get 5,000 hex, and the price of hex now. Uh, it's attainable, but to get just a free 250,000 airdrop to you, that's just like a dream. So yeah, definitely want to check out that giveaway, and be open to all these new projects coming out. You don't want to be closed-minded, and you may miss out on some opportunities. And Postpot is a great project. I love what they got going on.
Yeah, so to be eligible to win that $250,000, you need to go here to this original post with the box of hex, retweet and follow the postpod page, join their Telegram group, add a comment, tagging at least 3 people, and then probably the biggest factor is that sacrifice of a minimum of $100 to the postpod sacrifice. We do have a link in our description. If you do use a referral link, they do give you a bonus 10% on your sacrifice. I'm going to head on over to their website because I think that it is very easy to understand, pretty decent front end. So I'm not going to connect my wallet because I don't want you guys to see how much I sacrifice. Whoa, just a secret there. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's a real simple process. You connect your wallet. They accept pretty much all major ERC20s, ETH. If you're in the Hex ecosystem, then all the Hex, the Maxi, the Post Doge, all those. And then down here, it tells you what phase that you're in. And I'm going to talk a little bit about this just because I interviewed the founder. So I
I
did get a
can't
little
see
bit.
the site. I'm still on the Twitter page that I'm seeing on the screen.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. And I've just been going, going, going. Let me fix that. But do you have anything why I get that? Why I get the sacrifice going back up?
Yeah, decentralizing gambling. I actually was looking at some of the baseball games this morning to see if I wanted to make a wager or two, but just my experience with gambling is how I really got into crypto. The site, um, for one, the online poker, but that's the only way to circumvent kind of the bank system back in the day, was to get introduced to Bitcoin. So I love what Postpot is doing, giving people a chance to um, get on the blockchain, where you're not, at the uh, mercy of the middleman. Please give me my money back.
Absolutely. So now you guys should be able to see the post pot sacrifice page. Is that correct?
Yeah, I see it now.
All right, great. And so you see here, you just go, you connect your wallet. This is the sacrifice address. If that's what you want to do, you just copy that, send whatever ERC20 through your MetaMask or whatever hardware wallet. Do not sacrifice from centralized exchange. There is no guarantee that your sacrifice will be recognized if you sacrifice from a centralized exchange. This right here, this little grid just kind of shows us where we are in this sacrifice process. They do have a fixed supply. So once they reach 100%, there will be no more post pot available. You will have to buy it from someone who holds the coin. So they're about 60% of the way there. They did have like a bonding curve to say where if you sacrificed early, you got one post pot for every $5 sacrifice. Right now, we are at $9.8 for every post pot sacrifice. But if you sacrifice at least $5,000, then you can get that original rate again. What's really interesting, though, about these rates is that, in talking to the founder, he's essentially guaranteeing that the price of Postpot at launch will be a minimum of $30. Here it is here. PLSP will have a value of $30 on day one. I myself am not sure how it is that that you can know that, or that you can guarantee that? I'm sure that it's
Well, they
a
probably have a goal of funds they want to raise and kind of
mhm.
a set liquidity they plan to have based on the number of tokens they issue. So it's possible to determine that you know the liquidity provider sets the price that they want for the token.
Okay. So then, yeah, and then see down here you see the leaderboard as far as sacrificers, and then down here you can see the leaderboard as far as referrals. They have a nice referral system where you earn 20%. The friend that used your referral link earns 10%. So it's a win-win there. And then that's still on top of them guaranteeing this $30 day one, even if you sacrifice at that 9.8 rate.
Yeah, and people forget that was kind of Hex's claim to fame is the virality from spreading those reference links and getting people involved. It's not like people think it's a Ponzi. You got to get people in, but it's mutually beneficial. You a little freemium is a great way to onboard to new tokens.
Yeah, absolutely.
To the post pot. I'm
And
so excited. Go ahead.
in other news, we're going to take a little brief what do you call that? This is a horrible line I'm using here. Intermission to show you guys our latest music video that we put out. BlaKCrypto is the artist, of course, and I'm just that little editor in the background throwing all these cool memes together to entertain you Hexicans. Shout out to Avid Hex. I know a lot of his memes are in this video. And shout out to all the other meme creators in the ecosystem,
Yeah, and the bear, all we have are the memes.
right? So give this a little check out.
Let's talk about Hex, baby. Let's talk blockchain CDs. Let's talk about all the money you can make by investing. Let's talk about Hex. Let's talk about Hex. Let's talk about Hex. Let's talk about Hex.
Let's talk about HEX for now. Since they trying to gatekeep and keep us out, we keep blowing up anyhow. Don't think we ain't on top because of no coin market, cause they ain't gonna stop us now. They talk about all of those whirlpool cryptos, exit scams, and anything goes. It's still how it is for HEX, how it should be. We getting copies on post chain and ethos. We getting drained by transaction fees. Come transact for the free. We did it one time, now we got to do it twice. Hope you make the sacrifice.
Let's talk about Hex, baby. Let's talk blockchain CDs. Let's talk about all the money you can make by investing. Let's talk about Hex. Let's talk about Hex. Let's talk about Hex. Let's talk about Hex.
Okay, with the twerk man, Ricky. A lot of twerk out there.
Tons of twerk.
Awesome job.
Who doesn't like a good twerk? So, anyways, let's head on back to Twitterland for last few updates. Orca is doing amazing things in the community. Maybe you want to talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, Orca holds the record for the longest Twitter space. It's kind of where I was following his Twitter. He really posts some interesting stuff, but he does really get into crypto education. He's huge on people actually knowing how to use Web3. And that's what this whole Not Nintendo project is about. It's getting people to not just be in crypto, but, actually use the functions and not turn a blind eye to the NFT space and everything that's going on, the development, even here in this time here. So these were, you just paid for the ETH transaction to mint. They weren't intended for it's not a cash grab. But go to the site Not Nintendo. It'll show you that it's basically giving you all the basic skills you need for Web3, like calling contract functions, all of that good stuff. I don't. You can see, maybe I should be a part of this project so I can learn more too. But I've been paying attention. They said that they were on the FTX exchange, one of the top 5 coins for the first 2 days since they released.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Another coin that we're keeping our eye on, due to the promotion of Gunther. He is a big post Doge um,
Enthusiast.
advocate, enthusiast, yes. And recently, he gave away over 5,000 Post Doge coins. On Twitter, he gave away 1,000 Post Doge to 5 different people. And then I also hear that he gave away some Post Doge in like a Telegram group as well.
Wow.
So he is out there being extremely generous, sharing that post Doge love and trying to increase awareness for it. So if you are into meme coins, into that idea, then this may be something to look at a little bit further.
And the cool thing about it is it went from 1,000 coins given away to one person to he raised it to 2 people.
Mhm.
And then he extended it from an hour to the 24-hour period. So, you could tell it was just a chance to give everyone an opportunity to, have a chance at those free coins. And if you're in Post Doge, if you got it, you were a staker. So just the mindset of delayed gratification and, while we're here in crypto to hold and not here to get fiat. You're not here to make more fiat. You're actually here to hold a valuable asset. So that's a really good. I love Post Dogecoin. Uh, yeah, for what they're
Yeah.
doing.
And if you are a hex staker, if you had any hex stakes in the past, I want to say before sometime in April is when this claim phase began, then you probably have some free post Doge out there. This post was made on, let's see, on July 9th. So um, just today, I want to say that this is older though. I thought I saw this yesterday. Let's see. Oh, he's saying just 2 hours ago. So it looks like you still have 20 days to claim your post Doge before you can no longer get that free claim and you have to buy it off the market. Um, if you have a MetaMask, it is very simple to claim it. If you have a staker app, Hypnosis Wallet, I know I waited a while to claim that one because I just didn't understand the process of doing it. But David Fetter has a awesome video explaining exactly the steps of how to claim your Post Doge, even from your Staker app wallet.
Yeah, go get that free dozies. And this, I'm glad that you brought that up because there is an end period, and that's kind of what's going to protect the price. When you give out free coins, it's just forever death on the price chart when people get free coins and are able to just dump them on the market. But by putting this 100-day kind of caveat to say, claim them for free now, but after this, you have to buy them off the market, and giving those tokens to people who already are used to holding and not selling, it just has a bright future. I love PLSD, so you might want to check it out if you didn't get any. And if you haven't claimed yet, do so, please.
Well, it wouldn't be the KSB.TV news if we didn't come over to the KSB website and shield this golf tournament. No, I'm just playing with you guys. It's gonna
Tiger
be
Woods.
It's going to be a great event. We have tons of different people coming out. The Kryptosparbuch team, PostCon has made it so that we can offer anyone with a PostCon ticket 50% off. That is huge for both the partnership and us working with PostCon, but also for you as attendees to not have to double dip into your Las Vegas spending money and come out and still enjoy the day with the Hex ladies, with Hex merch, with internet money. Uh, go down to the bottom of the page if it loads fast enough. Colt Dow, Hex Kitchen, Mitch's Barbecue, Chad Enu, tons of people supporting this event, coming out to this event. some that we haven't even added yet, but have already, spoke with about them being there. Power City, BankX, just a number of different contributors to the Pulse Chain ecosystem, all coming out to network and just have a good time and play some golf. We have two different start times. One at 7 a.m. That is the best ball, where each player plays their own ball, but the best score is recorded. And then you have the scramble format, that actually allows you to hit from where the best ball was hit, to where you have the best advantage to get the highest score for your team, as a collective. So I know that the Hex ladies are currently out there looking for ringers. They want to win this tournament. They want to find real female professional golfers to come out there and take over this, 3 million Pulse and Pulse X prize pool that could very well go up between now and the sponsor and the actual event date.
Yeah. And you don't want to go to the city of lost wages and not have something to really come away with it. And this is a great event. Everyone does the same thing when they go to Vegas. And to fellowship with all of these different communities and have a chance to kind of just relax and washing balls at the hole. Like, who does that? This is something different for crypto. And I love where we're going with this community and kind of pushing the envelope.
Yeah. Additionally, if you are coming to the golf tournament, or you're in the Las Vegas area, or still haven't made your plans yet, for that week, we encourage you to come out and socialize at PostCon. They are going to have some amazing speakers. One that, of course, I'm most interested in is another live stream, but live stream, from Richard Hart. May have that opportunity again, like at the HEX conference, to ask him to go up on stage and ask him real questions. Other notable speakers include Mitch Lowe, ex-founder of like Netflix, George Wentz, Mad Energy, huge project. Hope to see them at the golf tournament, and Foster Gamble as well. So some great speakers, some great projects that are involved with PostCon, and you can save 15% off with code KSB TV.
Yeah, you're not going to find this in anywhere else in crypto, especially in a bear market. People still excited. If you look on Twitter, it's pretty much dead in crypto Twitter. And, this community is just louder than ever. We're on a Saturday morning, and, it's going to be a great event. You have people who aren't Hexicans who want to know what's going on with Pulse Chain. Like, how do I even, want the validation? They didn't experience the ride of Hex, and they didn't, get to see it. And we've waited so long. I just think it's on the cusp of something big for the whole crypto space.
Yeah. A little bit of insider knowledge. I know pretty soon they're going to be adding another picture here to this list of panel speakers and other event speakers, and that is Mr. Hexologist. I might head on back over to Twitter because Mr. Hexologist announced some really interesting news the other day.
Don't know what's next, so I keep watching Hexo. Shouts out to him. Started back. He's at 555 streams in a row. So let's cherish these last few days with Mr. Hexologist as he rides off into the sunset.
Yep, and that was the announcement that I was speaking on, is that he announced about 5 days ago that he would stream for a consecutive 555 days.
Hey, there's our 5555 right there.
Yesterday was day 5. And so we're looking forward to seeing him today on day 6 for him at noon Pacific Standard Time. That is the time that he is aiming to stream every day for us.
If you make a HEX stake every day, then you'll have 500 stakes. That's a nice ladder. Do the HEX staking, the Hexo staking ladder.
All right. And Hexo also announced that he will be attending PostCon. So I don't see that post, but that is wonderful to hear. He is a huge pillar in our community, and we look forward to hanging out with him in Vegas in just a couple months.
Definitely, definitely. He's a real we were thinking about that maybe for another show we can kind of go over and show kind of just appreciation to the members of the community. He's like a great ambassador for Hex, I think. Him, guys like uh just Maddie and what everybody is doing for the community, just always working and putting the community first. It's never a buy the Hexo t-shirt. It's always what's good for Hex.
Yep. And if you haven't checked out Lunar Crush yet, I encourage you to come over. It's a great source of information as related to the cryptocurrency environment. Here, I'm on here now. If you guys can see it, I just went over here to the cryptocurrencies tab, and then I went down to crypto influencers. Then in the search bar, I'm going to search Hex. And then they're going to kind of give you some information as to what's been going on in the community as far as in the day, the week, the month, all the way up to 3 months. Anything higher than that, you do need to have some type of membership. But let's just look at who in the community has been most influential in the last week. And you have to, realize that it's not based on, our personal feelings, right? Like for most of us, we would say Richard needs to be number one, maybe Hexo number two, or Orca or whatever. But this is an algorithm that, bases it off what you're posting. Do you use the hashtag Hex? Do you use the money sign Hex? How often? What is your coin mention frequency? Right? How often do you mention other coins, or do you primarily mention Hex? Like Jack is at 63% per coin mention frequency. So that is, and then
Wow,
they
they
also,
track all of that.
yeah, they have other categories as far as like engagement. Do people actually comment on your posts? Or is it just a lot of posts, right? You can be highly influential, but not be one of the top posters of quantity. We know that Hexminity, he works hard in the community, always posting and retweeting. Christina Hype as well, and Laser, I always see their names posting and liking and retweeting. And so this just gives you, different categories for how you can look at and evaluate your engagement and your influence in the community. So great resource in what Luna Crush is doing. I have found a couple little bugs. Not gonna get into those. I'm gonna send a message to the Lunar Crush people, see if they can, get some fixes going. But still an absolute great resource if
Yeah,
you have,
great tool.
so BlaKC Crypto, you got anything else you want to discuss from last week?
I mean, we did release that video last week, I guess, and no, it was really another week of the Hex Daily News, coming in strong with another strong 5 episodes. So it's getting fun, actually keeping the community informed. I'm learning more as I look for new things to bring to the table, and I feel like we're doing a service to the community. So want to keep it up.
Yeah. So my last shout out for this week, and I'm gonna head back over to Twitter. Let's see, add it back to the stream. Hopefully it doesn't take too long because this internet can be straight trash from time to time. But as you see me texting, I'm looking to
Correct.
so wrecked. And then she's not even coming up. I wanted to shout out CZ Hexing. I know on Twitter she goes by Christy. I'm not finding it right now. But CZ Hexing, we're gonna hop in her spaces in just a second here, because she runs a Saturday morning space every Saturday called Crypto and Coffee in the Morning with CZ. This morning, she's got the chatty new guys in the room. She's got Frosty. I saw RG a little earlier. And I don't think anybody in the community works as hard as CZ on her space, on making sure that people are present and that there are educated people to be there to answer questions for any new onboards coming into the space. So just big shout out to CZ and all the work that she is doing in the spaces community.
Yeah, she's in there all the time. And big shout out to CZ and the generosity opening her home to us. I really appreciate it. The time in Texas. So yeah, definitely check out her space. Give her a check out.
Yeah. So that's all we have for you guys today. If you want to continue to chat or hang out with the Hexicans, come on over to Twitter. We'll be in Crypto and the Coffee chill space with CZ Hexing. Anything else from your side?
No, honey, maybe we'll have our crypto and coffee this morning.
Oh, I'd love that, babe. Starbucks?
Hey, no doxing. They didn't pay for that advertising.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. We hope that next week we can do even better. But it's really for us. It's about commitment to the community, about staying consistent and providing you guys with the information that we feel is relevant and crucial to the current day. So thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Stay classy.